What's up, everybody? My name is Harwin Francois, multi-six-figure real estate investor. Today, we're here with a special guest. My boy, Randy Makes Plays.
My guy, how you
yes,
doing,
sir,
bro?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Man, I'm excited to have you here. Today, we're going to go over what to expect in the 2026 real estate as far as wholesaling, flipping, what to expect, ups and downs. Randy, I know you've been doing this full-time for about 5 years, which is quite an accomplishment within itself, bro. So shout out to you on that.
Appreciate it, bro.
So you've seen cycles come and go. What are you expecting as far as wholesalers, someone who's coming into the game at the end of this year? What are you expecting for 2026 and, the different impacts that is going to have on the newbies?
Well, that's a great question. First things first is going to be kind of the market cycle.
Yeah.
The past year, going on 2 years, we've seen deals sit on market tremendously longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Average deal time has went up. Okay. As far as price reductions in order for deals to sell, that's been going up. So we're seeing a lot of people put houses on market, having to reduce the price. We even had innovations go on market, we had to reduce the price. So I think the overall, market itself, understanding the prices and how it's going to affect you in your own market internally, that is the main thing I think a new wholesaler should worry about right now.
Okay, and what do you feel like, is it the interest rates? Because, we do have quite some deals in inventory right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, we used to sell deals at 80%, but now buyers are asking us for significant more discounts. What do you think is going on as far as, the markets and things like that?
Interest rates, people say interest rates, right? In the wholesale game, you're not really too, worried about interest rates. As far as a wholesaler, your just main job is to, hey, how can I secure this price, this property at a deep enough discount at a price to where it works up for your buyer, works up for your seller, right? But what I will say is, yes, having more insight on the markets, definitely is going to help you.
Yeah.
But either way, as long as you just know how to adapt, interest rates won't really affect you.
Exactly.
Right?
That makes sense, right? Because the whole idea between as a wholesaler is to get a deep enough discount to where you can be able to sell that deal. We got a couple of deals right now. We think we priced it pretty good, but so many other deals that's on market right now.
Yeah.
So you gotta have it as a wholesaler. You gotta have it much lower. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what it really is going to separate the newbies and people who's actually seasoned doing deals in 2026?
What's that?
Is going to be having multiple, exit strategies.
Yeah.
Right. We both know the old, 70% cash offer, fly by night offer. It's not going to work anymore.
It's not flying. No,
Got to be able to do creative. Got to be able to do innovations. Okay. You got to be able to take down some properties yourself. We're looking to buy a couple going to the end of the year ourselves right now.
So definitely got to just diversify your exit strategies. As far as like you said, you got to have different exit strategies. What do you think is like your favorite strategy that's working right now?
Right now,
yeah.
At the time of this video, if I'm being transparent, I think novations have worked really great for us.
Facts.
I just don't think you're going to get the maximum that you can, get on a wholesale deal without putting on market right now.
Yeah.
Okay. On top of that, you're able to now not just be able to, work on those typical fixer-upper deals, those rundown properties, but now you could even step into doing properties that, don't need all those, up work, those crazy renovations.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a great play. Novations has been working tremendously for us. But there's a lot of different factors, numbers that you got to factor in. You got to pay agents, sometimes 3%. Sometimes we have agents list our deals for us. So we got to pay both 3% on the, selling side and 3% on the buyer side. So a great strategy, but even that, you need it to be at a significantly more discounted price. You know what I mean?
It is a little bit more technical, definitely. You definitely have to even step into that, more commercialized side of the business.
Yeah.
Right? Dealing with more the corporate, side of the business is what I meant to say. So having to deal with, brokers, agents, we know how that goes, right? So
you know how the agents goes, boy.
So yeah, it's not the easiest strategy, but I think we both can agree once it is, perfected, once you understand the concept, it's definitely a great tool to have in your belt.
Okay, so let's talk about the newbies coming into 2026. Everybody's gonna have their New Year's resolution. We're gonna see an influx, like we see every single year, influx of new people hopping into the wholesale game. What do you think the mindset and just the overall business model a newbie needs to scale their business in 2026?
Yeah. First of all, having an abundant mindset. Too many people are just trying to get that one deal. Just hey, how I can get one deal. Thinking about how to build, relationships with, all your leads, how to, get multiple different property walkthroughs, build, relationships with multiple cash buyers. That is what's going to get you to those deals. So having an abundant mindset, not just looking at the court from just a, ISO vision, but like seeing the whole, playing field itself.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if we're talking about systems, I think the best way to even do that is having a CRM. having a CRM and, it being set up the right way, you get to see your whole business from that whole, court, playing view, the whole field view, right? So that helps you out tremendously.
I mean, that's a great point that you bring up, having a CRM, like a interactive CRM.
Mm-hmm.
A newbie, they don't have that much money. Like, is there a specific CRM that's kind of cost efficient?
Starting out, I definitely get Podio.
Podio, okay.
Podio is very simplistic. It's like $15. Mm-hmm. Okay, the interface is customizable. So like you could create all your tabs, create all your folders, create all your apps, set up your calendar, set tasks for all your leads.
Right.
So that helps you look at everything versus just, hey, one lead, you can look at everything going on.
Okay. And then talk about that mindset. Well, first of all, a great point that you made up, bro. Having that abundance mindset. Because when I first started, bro, I wanted that first $10,000 check. After that, once I tapped in with you, you were telling me like, yo, think bigger, think volume. So that's something that you definitely helped me out tremendously. So want to tell you thanks for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we talked about the newbies in 2026, how to scale their business. What about you personally? What are some different things that you're looking into your own business right now to help you scale and get to that next level? Yeah,
great question. I think what's most important about my business model right now, what I've been, focused on is cash conversions. Mm-hmm. So really, breaking down the business model to where for every single dollar I'm spending, what is my ROI on that?
Okay.
So understanding that with your conversions will help you out tremendously when it comes to knowing where to spend your money, which then goes into, right now for me is Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Facebook ads, having inbound leads, after we, go ahead and automate Facebook ads fully, segmenting into looking at PPC.
Okay.
There's been a lot of, new PPC providers coming out, selling leads, and, it's something we both talked about, shared ideas on it. So that's something I would love to back test.
Okay, so as far as marketing, you're definitely obviously tracking your KPIs, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get a better ROI for every dollar that you spend. As far as marketing, is there a specific marketing that's your favorite that you get the best ROI from?
Got to be Facebook ads right now. Got to be Facebook ads.
Okay.
A little bit more complex setup. Definitely not beginner friendly. I'm not gonna lie. So this isn't something I would tell someone, hey, if you're watching this video and you're brand new, start running an ad campaign. But it's one of those things to where once you understand the concept of how it breaks down the cost per lead, the quality of the lead, and what it takes to convert that lead into a deal under contract, it just beats, cold calling, SMS, ringless voicemails, driving for dollars. It beats all that. No question.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 5 years, right? So obviously you're gonna have the capital. You're gonna know a little bit more, obviously, than the newbie who's coming in.
Yeah.
What does his marketing strategy look like?
That doesn't really change. And I've been doing this for a while, and I still believe the same strategy, it's proven to work as long as you know how to work it the right way. So I'm going to tell someone off the top every single time is to go ahead and pull a list. Pull a list, tire landlords, something that has high motivation, stack the list with the right filters. We utilize platforms like PropStream, PropWire. Stack the list with the right filters. That way you actually have quality data on that list. And I'm just going to be, cold calling that list back to back.
Right.
Because the fact of the matter is every single property is technically a lead, right? The same way they bought the property, same way they can sell the property.
Right.
So it's all about having the numbers and the quality of data to be able to, go ahead and get those leads converted into people who are signing contracts.
Gotcha. And a lot of you guys don't know it. I know you guys hear it a lot. Cold calling is dead. All these new rules, new laws, right? Like cold calling has been working since the beginning of time.
Beginning of time, you can't beat it.
Right. There's a lot of people that we know personally that built 7-figure companies from cold calling, right?
Yeah, you can't beat that. So, bro, I know it's crazy that, to say you already are on, year 2 now? You're going on year 2?
Yeah, year 2.
And you have scaled tremendously.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the numbers you've done your first year. I think it was like a little over 200.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that, So, which is crazy because I think my first year was like 100, but you double that in that quick span of time. What are your goals for yourself going into 2026? Is wholesale something that you're going to be doing long term? You're looking at other avenues of real estate?
Yeah.
What does that look like for you?
Bro, great question. And it's crazy to think already it's been, 12 months. I'm about to hop in my second year of wholesaling. But to be honest, bro, I'm looking to get out of wholesale.
Oh, really?
And what does that mean? That means that I'm looking to, have my wholesale business just automated and running by itself without me even being there, right?
Bingo.
So I love wholesale. Wholesale has changed my life completely. I want my wholesale business to be like my cash flow that I put into bigger picture ideas. I mean, obviously, I've told you multiple times that I'm looking into, you know, developments, more flips, things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't feel like I want to be in this wholesale game, you know, forever. You know, to just be transparent with you.
I agree.
But I will always have my wholesale business operating and running by itself.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So having your wholesale business, cash cow, and having something a little bit more, you know, doing larger spreads, something like development.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I think, you know, our goals are kind of aligned there as well, to kind of just scale into other avenues of real estate. I'm even thinking about doing like bigger multifamily deals as well too.
Yeah.
Like owning something like this would be even crazy.
Right. Like things like motels. Like we even came through. We had a motel deal in our pipeline that we were even considering. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely just you want to use your wholesale business, I feel like, as just your cash cow, you know, in which you're going to put into bigger picture ideas. So that's definitely what I'm looking forward to do as far as 2026.
That's solid. Best advice I could give to someone going into 2026 to end this off would just be, guys, the sky is literally the limit. Okay, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. People always try to, you know, throw all this fear propaganda out when it comes to chasing your dreams, starting a business. And this could be with anything. Doesn't matter if you're doing real estate. Doesn't matter if you're doing anything online. Doesn't matter if you are starting a clothing brand. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I would just say, you know, sky's the limit. Okay. Have that abundant mindset that we talked about earlier, and stay consistent, because, you know, you guys see how fast, you know, 1 year could do for you. I mean, I've literally seen Harwin. You're working with like a regular job.
A regular corporate, yeah.
Hey, what job was it again?
It was like a psychology law firm, bro.
Psychology law firm. Yeah. Now he's making multiple six figures wholesaling within a year. That's crazy.
Yeah. And just to piggyback off what you said, bro, I've literally went from my mom's basement, right?
Yeah.
Just thinking about this wholesale dream, just envisioning myself closing my first deal. So
yeah,
if you are new, right, and you're watching this channel, you are here for a reason, right? Believe in it. Trust in it. I'm telling you, this has changed my life. And if it can change my life, I'm not the smartest guy by no means.
Yeah.
It can definitely change your life. So never stop chasing your dream. If you can believe it, there's no reason that you can't achieve it. And like, I know that sounds cliche, but if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. Guys, if you're someone who's serious about closing their first 10K in the next 90 days, I just launched a new mentorship program where I'm giving you all your leads, softwares, and using the same exact system that I use to close multiple six figures every single year. If that's you, check out the description below. Well, that wraps up another great video. Appreciate for having you, my boy.
For sure, man. Appreciate it.
If you have not already, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video. I will have a lot more fire content on the way.